Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the conversation series on mediation, created with an aim and vision to promote mediation in the world around us and to talk about mediation from the perspective of a common person. So today we are just a short legal disclaimer. Anything contained this program is for information purpose only. Anything should not be construed as a legal or professional advice in any manner whatsoever. This session is being recorded for wide circulation, and today we have a special guest here, Marco Malacane. I hope I
Hello, Sonal. Hello.
hello. And he is based in Italy. He is a member of Medianos, and Medianos is an organization and institute which is trying to promote mediation through its own. It has its own special agendas and how they are going. We are going to talk to Marco about it. And incidentally, I am also a brand ambassador of my Medianos for India. So it's a pleasure to have been associated with Medianos, and we celebrated the birth anniversary also recently. So, Marco, over to you. What is Medianos and where the idea and the concept went and how it was
Mhm.
gested?
It seems a simple question, but difficult to answer because
We
Medianos is a game, is a method, and
Marco, I'm sorry, I apologize for interrupting you, but your voice is very low. Could you raise your volume? Could raise a little
uh,
the volume?
okay, let me try to increase a bit. Now it's better.
Yes, it's better, better.
Okay, okay, perfect. So, Medianos is not simple to define because it is a method, it is a game, it is a way to stay in the conflict using a game, using a card game that start from the idea of Massimiliano Ferrari, that it is the, the inventor of this method. It is used to help the people to stay in the conflict and to learn from the conflict, to learn from the process and to stay into the process. It is helpful for people that have a disagreement or a conflict usually, and also for all the people that avoid the conflict because they think that it is not nice, that it is better not to have a conflict or to argue. And so instead, this game, Medianos, has the good insight that to argue or to have a discussion, it is useful, and we have to because there are a lot of steps into the game in which staying into the conflict, it is nice to improve our self knowledge. That's, I think, a quick overview of Medianos.
So that's a very wonderful idea that trying to learn about conflict through a game. Um, Very few people would be able to think about such an innovative concept. Now, when we talk about what game, let's talk about this game and when did this idea occur to you? Like, what was the point where you thought that you people and your whole entire team thought that this is a good concept to introduce it in a playway method rather?
Yes, it is the game one of the novelty because when we start from child we learn by playing, we learn by having fun and to play with the other. when you ask someone that want to play, most of the people, 99% of the people say, yes, I would like to have fun and to play a game, even if it is a game in which we discuss and we have maybe also a hard fight due to the discussion. Why a game? It was an idea of Massimiliano that to transform this a process on a card game, that it is more involving the people to play, and for each card we have secrets. What is the best way to know Medianos is to play Medianos. We did not show the cards or describe the cards before to play, but first of all, we play a game. So you are directly involved into the game, and you, with your body and your mind and your heart, you will at first experience the game, and then we can try to discuss make and interpret the card following, let's say, the process, and to talk about the secrets. So one of the secrets of Medianos is that the secret will be discovered later, but at first you will play, and that's the way that all the people experience that Medianos is a great way to learn from the conflict and to increase their self knowledge.
This concept, and I really like the line that you said, that as children, we have always learned through games. We've learned the life lessons through games. So that concept and bringing that concept to dispute resolution, is a really novel idea. And if I ask, when people are in disputes, do you handle this at that time also? Like, are they willing to enter into this arena and learn through, or this is just for training?
If I've correctly understood, the people that join the game normally join the game with curiosity, and they will stay in the game sometime in a very easy way, and sometimes the what we call the facilitator, let's say, so that the one that play the game, that it is the one that define the steps and also the time. Sometimes the facilitator needs to ask to the two contenders, to the two people that has this dispute, that have this fight or they argue, to stay into the conflict and not to think too much during the game. One of the particular part of the game is that must have a very fast pace. So the game lasts only 20-25 minutes, so it's very short, and the facilitator must follow this time, so not to let the people think too much. We will think later, but during the play, they are, let's say, forced or obliged to be into the conflict respecting the time. And this is one of the most difficult part for the players that not avoiding to stay into the conflict, they will start to talk and to make some interpretation or to leave the conflict thinking about something different. So the facilitator will say, okay, we will talk about that later. Uh, Follow the instruction. What is, in your opinion, the feeling that it is feeling your opponent at the moment in one card, for example? Not no more words. Only say what is the emotion that you think it is feeling tonal in this time, and not interpret or do any other extra action.
So that concept is really, even I am surprised, that a person or people who are parties are in dispute, and they does it work as a spooking the brain, or into the distracting the brain into something
Yes,
more
yes.
constructive, instead of the feelings or the destructive or negative feelings that they are going through. So you take them through the path of self-realization of their own dispute through a game, kind of a distraction. Am I
Yeah, consider,
correct?
Sonal, that we have in Medianos, there is the distraction card. So it is allowed the distraction, but it is one step of the all the cards that ask you to be distracted, but by purpose, not because you want to avoid the conflict.
That's really a great idea, that you don't want to avoid, but to reach to to your own feelings, or to validate your own feelings. You go through a path where you don't indulge in the negative aspect of dispute. Like, you talk about your feelings and you talk about it in a game form.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, as you also know, the card, we have the card in which we put ourselves in the other shoes. But Medianos, it is not based on only on that principle to put ourselves in other shoes. It is a process that once you follow, you come to at the end, and and then the final questions about how do you feel playing Medianos, and what is Medianos for? And the last question, final question is from who you learn while playing Medianos are really a very strong question that help both the two contenders and also all the people that are that see the game to increase their knowledge about ourselves and about the conflict. Consider also, Shona, you know that we can play this game in reality, so by person, or also we have the Medianos Zoom connection that people from all the world and in different language are already involved on a lot of Medianos training, and so they play Medianos from all the part, all the world in India and South America, Japan, Australia, and all European countries. And this is a really a nice way to share this method and help people all over the world with different culture, with different language to play Medianos and to spread all over the world this method for free.
I particularly liked the idea, and I came for a short duration on the birthday celebrations also, and I saw how quickly, art and culture and music and sculpture, painting was introduced, and how that's inseparable part of, I think, your culture. So that brings a very positive response and positive thought also, that when a person is more artistically inclined, there is an there is calmness, there is peace in that person, and there is a sense of positivity. When we talk about a
Yes,
race or the culture, who which race or culture, they are involved in art, theater, music. They are people who are generally able to manage a lot of things, and conflict
yeah,
just
yeah,
being
correct.
part, a challenge being part of living.
Yes, we had this Mediano's birthday in this weekend. You join our panel of the international people that like Medianos. It was great to have a lot of people connected and a lot of people that join the meeting in person. More than 100 people join and see the Medianos community, and we had a lot of connection. And we understand that it is a community with high values, with connection, as you said, between art and music, because we had two special guests that with paint and sing a song together, uh, and it was a really impressive and inspiring way to put together a lot of different way to express yourself using the words, using the images, using the voice, and we can say without any doubt that Medianos it is a art of discussing and stay in the conflict with a very innovative way.
That really, and I really like the idea, and in fact, the world really needs it, because when you incorporate art into something, then the idea is more constructive rather than destructive, and the idea of mediation is also working towards constructive conversations rather than destructive conversations. So it's just so relates with the concept and the conceptual the idea, and trying to make a huge difference in the lives of people. So
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah. You know,
yeah,
creativity starts from the word create. So that's why we are creating something good.
the concept of creation and the concept of positive conversations. Uh, and when we talk about games, the idea is light conversations. The idea is enjoyable conversations not
Mhm.
painful conversations. And if you are able to incorporate uh, the feelings and the pain of people, you're able to bring about a change in their outlook towards resolving through game. That's a very, very great concept. Because when we are kids, we have conflicts. Everybody has conflicts, but we didn't lose on our positive side of enjoying life, of maybe, if two friends had conflicts, they in the morning, if there's a conflict, by evening they would have resolved their issues, because open conversations were there when we were children, and we lost that all in growing up. So I think the
Yeah, yeah.
idea is to bring out that the child in you, to help, growth
Yes,
towards.
and to avoid the idea that uh, the dispute, that the discussion it is negative. So the principle is not to stay in a positive. The example of the children. The parents said go to school and not discuss with anyone. Do not make a fight with others. That should be not the best advice. The best advice should uh, uh, be yourself and understand the others. In this way, we can talk with anybody, and we can say what we want. One of the cards of Medianos is to express our need. So it is important because sometimes we avoid the discussion and to discuss with other people because we have fear to say what we want or what we need, and also the fear to receive a no as a answer with to our need or to our proposal. In Medianos game, we go through this mindset, and we through the game we learn that it is nice to ask for people to do something and to express our need that sometimes are hide behind to avoid the conflict. And this is what the children should know. Medianos in the schools is is really appreciated. We met more than 1,000 students in different school in 1 year last year, with all the facilitator and the volunteers that use Medianos as a way to increase the awareness of the student that using the good way to discuss it is a soft skills that it is really, really important in their life.
Wonderful. And uh, like I understood that you are taking trainings in schools also to teach Medianos, the concept of Medianos. Um,
Mhm.
does it practically, if there is a high emotionally charged dispute, does the concept really work there also?
Yes, we increase sometimes during the Medianos game that the people are pushed to be more emotional because we have some secret cards that help the people to express better the difference between the different emotions. Okay? And so this is a very game changer situation, and this is one of the key of Medianos.
So, have you had any challenges in the concept? Have you ever had any challenges in the concept?
Uh, let me know better what is your question.
Uh,
What do you mean
in
about
practice
challenges?
of this game of Medianos with your parties, have you ever had any challenge, anything that you encountered, or any time you felt that it was becoming difficult for the parties to, you know?
Okay. Yes, often it happens. Once you play the game, you don't know what happens because it is always a surprise. It is always a new uh, a new path because people change, but also I change as a facilitator. You need as a really challenge to stay in the moment and to listen carefully what the people say. So as a facilitator, the big challenge is to stay in the moment and not uh, to think that everything will be in the same way. And for the two contenders, the people that play, one of the very important challenge is, as I said before, to stay into the conflict, and because the people would like to avoid generally. And when they play, they feel that conflict is not a nice emotion. So they prefer to avoid. huh? And preferring to avoid this kind of problem, they try to exit from the game because we want to feel good feeling, not bad feeling. And this is the, say the two more challenging situations, looking at the facilitator point of view and the players.
Wonderful. So, is it safe to say that it is one of the skills a mediator will be using to help the parties, to facilitate the parties come out with their dispute? And Mediano's game is excelling, or in that, it brings about a, a a smooth transaction of conversations. Is it safe to say that Mediano's game works as a skill?
Absolutely, yes. Is one of the soft skills that it is teaching. It is teaching the active listening because the people that are not involved directly into the game, they are active listeners. It is not people that simply look and see what happens, but they have a role into the game. Other soft skills that Medianos teach are the empathy, clearly, the using other words, so to increase also the awareness of our language, the words that we know as impact on the emotion of the people is one of the most important parts of the game. but also also to learn from the body. When we ask the people to close their eyes and to feel the other person feelings, we are using the body and the imagination to be able to answer to this question. So Medianos is a very powerful for a wide range of soft skills, not only to feel the conflict in another way.
That's really great, and I really hope and wish that more countries, and especially India, also takes up this concept of taking through a mediator. Generally takes you through or facilitates to your conversations and takes you through your disputes, but taking them through a game format and making them softening the environment out there and helping them come out with their emotions is a really brilliant concept. I think it's a master stroke, I should say, in skill sets, if one can talk about it.
Yeah,
So
yeah. And we will thank you for this interest because you can spread in your country this method and let feel the people that this is the good way to manage the discussion and the data. Thank you.
thank you so much, Marco. It's been a pleasure, and may we have may Medianos grow globally, and may you all be doing so well with it and bring the concept to the entire globe. Thank you so much.
Good. Thank you, Sona. So, hope to have another conversation with you and to talk about Medianos much more in deep, maybe with other guests. Who knows? Thank you very much and have a nice time. Enjoy.
You too. Thank you.
So.